Yeah, I'm telling you, I think part of it is that, like, we need to always remember that people are all so weird. I don't think that there's any normal person out there. I think we're literally just all so weird and all so absurd, but sometimes we forget to celebrate that. And, but it's true, it's true. When you think about, when you think about yourself, I always think that there's always some sort of weirdness about anybody. Like, you might not think, you who's watching at home might not think that you're weird, but there's probably something that's like so weird about you that you might be embarrassed about it, but it's kind of something special too. I don't know.
That's so true. I want to see a meme of you, like, with the big photorealistic pointing hand saying, you're weird. But in like a, but with like a smile, it's like, yeah, you are weird. That's good, and I couldn't agree more, because I don't know. I think that I mean, I guess it would sort of like it would sort of rely on like I'm not really sure why this is. It's probably something to do with like education or, you know, upbringing. But a lot of the time, the unique parts of a person's personality tend to get repressed, and we can sort of feel embarrassed about what makes us unique. And if anything, I'd say that's why people are finding you so refreshing. It's because the unique and very bizarre sense of humor that you have is shining so brightly, and whenever anyone says, bro is on to nothing, who let him cook, it's still, you still keep it going, because that's just who you are. And I think there's something really refreshing about that, because, I don't know, especially when you're being exposed in Nijisanji, you know, when you're exposed to such a massive audience, being exposed to that and being exposed to so many people who can draw attention to and make fun of you for the strange things that you are and the weirdness in you that makes you special, it can be so easy to sort of let that shape you and form you into something that you're not. I mean, you know, it's happened to me, it's happened to plenty of other people, that staying true to yourself in the face of massive criticism online can be really difficult, and I think it's inspiring that you've managed to kind of continue to be really, really weird and difficult to understand in spite of all of that, you know.
Oh man, you know, hearing all that makes me really happy. For real, calling me special, calling me brilliant, it's honestly one of the most wonderful feelings that I've ever had in my entire life. So joining Exule, joining Nijisanji, joining the whole institute and stuff, going into it, I remember I was taking a shower once, and I think it was like the day that I got one of those like acceptance letters.
Oh yeah.
And I was taking a shower, and I thought to myself, so Doppio, what are you gonna do? How are you gonna like handle this? And I thought to myself, hey, and this is my one shot to just really be who I want to be. And so what I want to be is just unabashedly, outrageously myself, and I'm weird. And I don't want to be, I never want to be embarrassed about being weird. I never want to be embarrassed about being the kind of person that I want to be. So it's awesome. Like, I swear, it's probably one of the most awesome feelings in the world to know that there are audiences out there, and not only just audiences, but like a family who's like really close by, who accepts me for the kind of person I am. So honestly, I always thank my lucky stars every day that I've got senpais like Vox Senpai, I've got like fans who are cheering for me and being like, yo, I like Pio-chan the way he is, and that's honestly one of the best things ever. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you, for reals.
That's so cool. That's so cool, the way that you thought that when you were getting into this, and the fact that you've like stuck to it. Because I don't know, my experience was that I had a certain idea of the kind of person I wanted to be when I got into this, and then I feel as though I sort of adapted to what was expected of me almost. You know, when I first debuted, I was like, I'm just gonna stay up late and play video games all night, and then suddenly I started making ASMR and doing all of this stuff. And it's not that I'm not appreciative for all of the attention, but also it's like, it does make me wonder how different things would have been if I had had your attitude, and if I had had like the, I'm just gonna do me. I guess I did have a phase like that where I started tweeting pictures of me taking a shit. Like, that was definitely kind of a...
I remember that. I remember that. It was really funny because that was really close to around the time where I got where I got like really into the idea of wanting to get into you know, Nijisanji and stuff. I was like, yo, I'm gonna do some research onto like these guys who really made it. And I go onto Vox Senpai's Twitter. He's like taking a shit. I'm like,
dropping the kids off at the pool. Oh god, that's the thing about it, is that like I imagine you'll experience this as well, because if you are true to yourself, no amount of success or whatever is ever going to change the kind of person that you are. And the person I've always been is that I'm very easily amused by very silly and disgusting things. It's why I can never help playing something from my soundboard. Like if I just have a single moment, like a lapse in conversation where everything gets quiet, I just go, you know, and I that is always funny to me. That's always funny. So I'm glad that I managed to inadvertently inspire you to join Nijisanji by taking a picture of my feet while I was dropping the kids off at the pool. That's really inspiring.
Yeah, so you know, for everybody watching at home, every time you use the bathroom, you're inspiring somebody somewhere out.
That's exactly right. Whether you share it with them or not, whether you share it with someone or not, taking a shit is inspirational, and you should remember that. Slack!
Exactly.
Shut the my Slack just went off. Shut the fuck up. I'm not ready for this. So, what I wanted to do is I wanted to ask you kind of, not necessarily a personal question, but what are your ambitions for your career? Or whether it's in Nijisanji or beyond, what do you want to do with these gifts you've got, like this humor you've got? What do you want to do with that? What is something that you would love to see come of your hard work at the end of it all?
Well, you know, so there was this one moment of my life. Actually, it was actually another moment where I was taking a shower, and I had a near-death experience, I think, because there was like a live wire that kind of happened with a hairdryer and stuff, and I didn't get shocked, but I thought about it and I thought, yo, I could have gotten shocked, and I was like, if I gotten shocked, then that would have been the end of my life, and I thought to myself, yeah, hey Doppio, if you died right now, did you make enough fun in the world? Did you make enough fun for yourself? I was like, I guess not. So then I was like, okay, so I guess the rest of my life is going to be dedicated to just making things more fun for people, for myself. I don't really understand too much, like what's going to happen in 5 years, 2 years, maybe even like 2 weeks from now. But if I can make everyday fun for me and for the people that I hang out with and for the people who watch me, and I think that I'll be pretty much proud of myself. There's this anime called Ashita no Jo. It's a boxing anime, but I wanna like highlight the title, Ashita no Jo. The name Joe is the main character, but Ashita is tomorrow, and I just want to make tomorrow my tomorrow, the tomorrow of Vox Senpai, the tomorrow for all the people wanting the tomorrow for all my teammates, for all the people who believed in me. I just want to make tomorrow like something that, like, I want to make tomorrow a day that is really, really, really full of fun and smiles, and also a day where we can look back at the other times that we had and say, hey, you know what? I'm proud of the days that we had because they were full of memories that were just full of fun and stuff. Like it's I guess it's not that deep or complicated or whatever, but it's just simply, let's just have a good time, honestly.
I love that. I really love hearing that from you, and like, because that's what this business is all about. This business is about creating content, and content is about having fun. It's about creating something for whoever will watch it that's going to make them smile, it's going to make them laugh. And I feel as though a big mistake that so many people make, you know, when they're trying to get a leg up and they're trying to find success in this community, and all they can think to do is complain about somebody unfollowing them, that they forget that the main ingredient in success is content, and it's content that is fun, and being able to make something that makes people smile and makes people laugh. That's the correct journey forward. So I really enjoy that perspective and I think it's going to take you far. I love that you've come to that conclusion and that you're going to be able to do that because your content is honest and it's exciting, and I love what you're able to do with that. You know, I'm really, really happy for that, and I am, as your senpai, I think you're going to go really, really far with that. I like that.
Aw, thanks so much, Vox Akuma. That means so much to me. I hope that we can collab more in the future and honestly combine our powers to make the world even more fun and stuff.
Yeah!
Hell yeah!